Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss duty drawback, a very important topic from examination point of view. See, when we talk about duty drawback, there can be two cases. One, I import this material and I export this. I get a duty drawback on custom duty paid on import. Second, I import raw materials or I use domestically used products. I manufacture a product and then I export it. I'll get duty drawback of the custom duties paid and taxes incurred on various raw materials and various purchases made for that export product. Section 74 deals with duty drawback when same goods are exported. See, in both the cases, goods can be exported by post, goods can be exported through courier, goods can also be exported through vessel or aircraft by filing a shipping bill. Section 74, same product. Section 75, different product. That's the difference. Section 74 can be before use. If you export it before use, you get 98% as drawback. In case of supply of oil to foreign going aircraft, or in case of supply of oil to Indian Navy, you get 100% of duty drawback. If you export the goods after use, obviously if it is exported after use, then you get something lower. Say suppose the usage is for 0 to 3 months and this 3 months is counted from the date of clearance of goods for home consumption. The time from when you have cleared the goods for home consumption and the export shipping bill date. 0 to 3 months, you will get 95%. 3 to 6, 6 to 9, 9 to 12, 12 to 15, 15 to 18 and then more than 18. More than 18 is nil. 15 to 18 is 60, which is even the exemption percentage for chartered accountancy. Any paper, 60. So thereafter, 85, 75 and then twice you reduce it by 5. This is how I remember it. See, I remember 95, nil and 60. At the inception, the depreciation will be higher. So 95 reduces twice by 10%. So 95, 85, 75. And then 5 to reach 60. And after 18 months, if you export after use product, in that case, you will not get even a single rupee of duty drawback. So this percentage is the percentage of custom duty which you have paid at the time of import. The time limit for export is 2 years. The time limit for filing application of duty drawback is 3 months plus 3 months and extendable to another 6 months. Totally, you get 1 year. Now, time limit in case of export 2 years, but sir, after 18 months I get nil. Obviously this 2 years will help you in before use. Without use exporting, you can get the duty drawback to the extent of 98%. These are identifiable. Section 74 deals with goods which are identifiable. Proper officer can identify that this was the product which was imported and this is the same product which is being exported. Yes? Okay. When we talk about section 75, product manufactured and thereafter exported. See, every time you will have all industry rates given for the products. All industry rates is the rate given by government that this much of custom duty I will refund it to you as duty drawback. All industry rates are fixed for most of the standardized products. But say suppose I am manufacturing a product for which all industry rate is not there. What in that case? I can apply for a brand rate. And say suppose I am not satisfied with the all industry rate, then I can go for a special brand rate. But what is the level of satisfaction? The level of satisfaction is less than 80% if you have got. In that case, you can apply for special brand rate. If you are getting 80% or more, please don't go to government and say, no, I want more. What is this 80% or more? The custom duty which you have paid or the taxes which you have paid on purchase, if you are getting to the extent of 80% or more, then you cannot apply for special brand rate. Otherwise, you can apply for special brand rate. These can be in the form of percentage of FOB, or it can also be in the form of value. Hey, when I say value, what do I mean? It could be in quantity. Say suppose the amount is 200 per kg. That is also a form of duty drawback. So percentage of FOB or 200 rupees per kg depending on the quantity which is exported. Both the methods are to be decided by government. Government will mention AIR depending on the nature of the product. So section 74, same product. Section 75, manufactured and then you have exported it. In such cases, you will get all industry rate, or you can apply for a brand rate, or you can also go for special brand rate. Now, are there some conditions? The obvious answer is yes, there are some conditions. Section 76 first provides for two conditions. Less than 50 rupees, no drawback. Plus, no drawback in case market price of the product is less than the duty drawback. Imagine the market price is less than the duty drawback which you are claiming. That means you have inflated the FOB so much, you are actually sending goods at a very high value transaction, but the market price of that product is very low. In these two cases, you will not get even a single rupee of drawback. This section 76 is applicable for both 74 as well as 75. Now, say suppose government does not pay you drawback within 1 month. In that case, you will be eligible for a refund along with 6% per annum interest after the expiry of 1 month. See the difference. GST, 60 days. Customs, all cases, 3 months. Duty drawback, 1 month. So duty drawback, government is trying to give as much as benefit possible. But say suppose a person has taken duty drawback fraudulently, then he has to pay interest at 15% per annum from the date he got that drawback till the date of payment of that drawback back to government. Okay. Thereafter, there are some additional conditions for section 75. Like, some cases, there will be a requirement of minimum value addition. If minimum value addition is not met, in that case, you will not get even a single rupee of drawback. Second, if there is negative value addition, then no drawback. What do you mean by negative value addition? Negative value addition means you have spent $2,000 for getting raw materials and you are exporting for $1,800. That means you have made a negative value addition. Your CIF of import while bringing the raw material and bringing other required products was $2,000. So you have spent $2,000, but your export is $1,800. In such cases, no drawback will be allowed. So in some cases, government can mention minimum value addition. Say suppose government will say at least 40% minimum value addition. So for $2,000, 40% would be 800. So at least export should be $2,800. Only then you will be eligible for drawback. And then the maximum drawback is equal to 1/3 of market price. 1/3 of market price. You cannot go beyond 1/3 of market price. But be very careful. If market price is less than drawback, then so you will not get even a single rupee of drawback. If it is more, then it is still subject to 1/3 of market price. These three conditions are only applicable in case of section 75. And you can also go ahead and file a supplementary claim. Say suppose you have wrongly claimed a lower drawback. In that case, you can file a supplementary claim and claim that balance amount. There are timelines given. 3 months plus 9 months plus 6 months is the time limit for supplementary claim. So government gives various timelines for us to claim duty drawback. Even if we have short claimed in certain cases where we apply for special brand rate, or we have short claimed, or government has retrospectively revised the drawback rates. In all such cases, we can file a supplementary claim. And remember, While claiming section 75, shipping bill is deemed to be claimed for drawback if you have mentioned that this export is under drawback. Yes? Okay. Let's have a look at all the provisions which we have discussed. Now, except for supplementary claim, this has all the provisions. You can use this one day before the examination to recall everything. Let me quickly take you through this. First case, imported goods, section 74, being exported. If it is exported before use, 98%, however 100% in foreign going aircraft or vessel. 0 to 3 months, 95%, and then it goes on more than 18 months. Not even a single rupee of drawback is permitted. There are some exclusions for after use in case of clothes, in case of X-ray, tea chest, the boxes in which tea is stored, cinematographic films, papers and plates, after use being exported, not even a single rupee. Time limit for export, 2 years, and there can be an extension by CBIC. What is the time limit for filing duty drawback claim? 3 months plus ACDC can extend it by another 3 months plus 6 months extension by commissioner. When we talk about section 76, 2 cases where drawback is not allowed. Less than 50 rupees or market price is less than duty drawback. Section 75 implies import goods, processing and then manufactured product being exported. All industry rate, government notified rate, brand rate when AIR is not available, and special brand rate when you are not satisfied with the all industry rate which is given by government. All industry rate is less than 80% of actual, only then you can apply. If it is 80% or more, then you cannot apply. 3 conditions: no duty drawback in case of negative value addition. In certain cases, you will have to meet minimum value addition, and maximum drawback is 1/3 of market price. And then you have interest. Interest, if fraudulently taken, 15% per annum. If you have not received drawback after claim, 6% per annum after the expiry of 1 month from the date of filing application. So this entire diagram will help you one day before the examination. Clear with this? Yes. So this was about duty drawback. See you all.